is max phobia. What do you mean by max phobia? Max phobia is nothing but the fear, the anxiety, and the stress level whatever going through on the students. It is nothing but max phobia climbs during an examination time, especially the board examination, and students feel frustrated, cramp, and memorize the formulas during these times. Correct now? So which will create them very hard, they can't even learn, and which will create that hatred towards the subject and all, isn't it? Even sometimes if you go to see the parents also, they add up their fear onto the students, and which will lead to the perception that the students will think that maths needs an extraordinary level of intelligence. It's not. And you have to understand the concept of maths phobia, because if you understand and realize that what I'm going through, and if you overcome it, and definitely you can succeed in maths subjects. You should think that maths is not an easy subject as compared to the other subject. It is not. It's like just reading the books. You need to learn the formulas, and you need to practice every day. Once you practice every day, then you will understand the concept very well. So here is the 6 tips which I'm going to share you to how to overcome the maths phobia. Hi guys, here is the first tip: acknowledge the phobia. And to understand that you have the problem of maths, that hatred towards maths, you should understand and acknowledge this phobia that you have it. So once your realization sets in, so what happens, it is easier to take steps in how you can overcome these problems, and why I'm hating maths, why I can't do maths, and what is the problem that there is no interest towards maths. All these solutions you can find out by yourself, right? First you ask question by yourself, then overcome all these problems, and definitely it is easier to handle any kind of panic situations you are going through by the subject. Here is my second tip, and I'm going to tell about take deep breath. Yes, breathing exercise is much important. Why? Because while solving the problems, if you don't get answer, what happens? You go to stress and in a panic situation. You tell that I don't want that chapter, right? I don't want to do that chapter. You end up with like, okay, you will skip the chapters. All these happens, right? So for this, what happens? You have to take deep breath in, and which gives you a relaxation and a calm mind. A calm mind is very important for crucial thinking and problem solving. And for me, it is like, especially like a calm mind is much important. What I do is, if I don't get answers, so I take a break first, then I have something and fill up my stomach, and then I come to the point and I solve the problems, and it will be very easy for me to do the problems. Okay, and sometimes I take a nap, okay, a small nap, and then I come back to the point and I'll solve the problems. So here is my third tip, and practice maths daily. Why I'm telling you practice? Because you have heard about the proverb like practice makes man perfect. Yes, it's definitely true for the subject like maths. So once you practice, what happens? You will regularly, if you practice, you can remember the formulas, you can expertise and solving the problems, and then you will be remembering all the time the formulas, right? So it will remain in your mind. So that's why you have to practice regularly, and you can remove all the complexities whatever you face in the subject. So that's why you have to practice daily. So what I do is, I always, once I listen to the problem, then I start doing myself without looking at the book. So this is how you have to practice it. So practice means it is not like reading the books, it doesn't work out. You have to write and steady, so that time it will remember perfectly in your mind. It will get into your mind. All the answers will get into your mind. So I think you will follow this tip. Here is my fourth tip. Maths is applied in everyday life, isn't it? Yes. So incorporating activities in our day-to-day life, in everyday activities, should be a part of our life, right? So maths is pure of subject will disappear once you understand that maths is applied every day in our life, and you have to understand you have to deal with the day-to-day life situations and all, right? So maths skill is much important to deal with the everyday activities. Like if you go to shops and there is exchange of money, you need maths skill also there. And some people so if you buy something and how the height, the measurement, so math skill is much important, right? So over there, which will math skill is, it will help us in dealing the task ranging from simple to complex level. So you have to understand the problem, you have to understand, you have to apply to our day-to-day life, so that it will be easy and you can overcome the maths phobia. This is one of the main reason also again. Fifth tip, no student has to be afraid to ask questions. So that's why I'm telling you my fifth tip is ask questions. Okay, so now coming to the point, if you ask questions, your doubts will be cleared on the spot and you will concentrate more, and the interest, the doing the problems and raising everything it will come. But if you don't ask question, if you postpone your doubts, what happens, the difficulty of the concept will arise, and then later what happens, you feel so I'm not interested in the subject, so like that it goes on. So that's why I'm asking you, please do not get scared to ask questions in the class, and ask your questions and resolve your doubts then and there, so that time it is easy to solve your problem, isn't it? So this is the main reason I can tell you that you can overcome the problem. So change your while not asking questions, please do ask. That is, learn the formulas and be perfection in learning the formulas. And one more thing, do the problems by yourself and never cramp the lessons, and give always gain your confidence level by solving the problems. And one more thing I have to tell is that group study is much important, and group studies also help you to learn the problems, and you can seek help from others also. And whatever you achieved, write it down what you have achieved. So maths problems, and you have to solve the problems, and don't read maths like books. Okay, reading book, it doesn't work and all. And one more thing is 20 to 30 minutes if you practice daily is more than enough, that what you can improve your maths skill and all. And very important is you have to seek others help also. And one more, it's go in deep into the book and learn it. Okay, and you have to learn each and every corner, that time you will be benefited from my video. And if you really liked my video, definitely you can like, share, subscribe my channel.